Well, good morning and welcome to lesson 32. I've invented the world I see. And if that's not straight out and obvious enough for anyone, I don't think it can get any simpler. So I've invented the world I see, and there's a difference here between the notion of making and creating. And creation obviously being something that lasts forever and ever, being an extension of God, of which you are a part, and sharing the qualities of that, which is the eternally loving nature of reality forever. And making, of course, being the manifestations of man, which is complete illusion and fabrication and has nothing to do with reality whatsoever. And I like the little quote in the course, truth is true and nothing else matters. Now, if you could apply nothing else matters just on its own, nothing matters, nothing exists to your world, to your day, to your experience of your physical self here, you wouldn't get caught up in trying to maintain the defense and attack sort of posturing that keeps you in the identity of the physical basis. And it's one of those things that you just, sometimes it seems like 2 steps forward and 1 step back, and people often say that to me when they're doing course stuff. It's like, man, I seem to be getting somewhere and then I don't know where I'm getting. It's true, you learn to remember by forgetting, but don't worry about trying to figure out where you're at in this, right? Just stay on lesson 1 mentally as an idea of nothing I see means anything. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't matter how much you absorb the concepts and principles of this book. There's still no world. Still truth is true and nothing else matters, right? An enlightened mind is just as much an illusion as an unenlightened mind, but the purpose and the direction of those two minds are somewhat different. One is participating with the awakening in the greater good, and the other one is attempting to prolong that. You cannot avoid it. You cannot cancel it out. You cannot stop it, but you can drag your feet. So in doing this course, we're attempting not to drag our feet. We're attempting to learn to use time to our own advantage, the little bit of time that we have, in order to work a miracle which will bring about a radical shift in our consciousness and show us the nature of who we truly are and what we truly are forever. So, and what we have always only ever been. So lesson 32, I've invented the world I see. Today we are continuing to develop the theme of cause and effect. You are not the victim of the world you see because you invented it. You can give it up as easily as you made it up. You will see it or not see it as you wish. While you want it, you will see it. When you no longer want it, it will not be there for you to see. That's pretty bloody simple, isn't it? Pretty basic. You will not see it, or you will see it or not see it as you wish. The idea that everything's always perfect, that I'm getting the results of my thinking. It's like if something's happening to me and I don't like it, it's because I do want it. I do want it to happen because I do like it. God's will is happiness, as above, so below. Therefore, below here, I'm experiencing my happiness or God's will as suffering, as pain, as death. It's like, woo, But in the dream, the imagery and the figure that seems to be undergoing the rigors of the temporal journey doesn't like it one bit. It sucks, right? But it's always perfect. It's like I'm getting the results of my thinking, and if something's happening to me in the world I see is painful to my way of thinking, or through my reactions to it, it's because that's what I want. It's like, holy fuck, I must be insane. I must be crazy. Why did I choose to come here to this place where my mind is split, and whether something I like or something I don't like, it's still what I want, right? And that's going to be one of the hardest pills to swallow in this. So we'll keep going. The idea for today, that's weird. Oh, See that? The clouds just appearing. It's a camera glitch, I think. Glitch in the matrix. The idea for today, like the preceding ones, applies to your inner and outer worlds, which are actually the same. However, since you see them as different, the practice periods for today will again include two phases, one involving the world you see outside you, and the other the world you see in your mind. In today's exercises, try to introduce the thought that both are in your own imagination. Imagination is not reality. Again, we will begin the practice periods for the morning and evening by repeating the idea for today 2 or 3 times while looking around at the world you see as outside yourself. Then close your eyes and look around your inner world. Try to treat them both as equally as possible. Repeat the idea for today unhurriedly as often as you wish, as you watch the images your imagination presents to your awareness. For the 2 longer practice periods, 3 to 5 minutes are recommended with not less than 3 required. More than 5 can be utilized if you find the exercises restful. To facilitate this, select a time when few distractions are anticipated and when you yourself feel reasonably ready. I usually find early in the morning and in the evening before I go to bed and lunchtime and times like that. These exercises are also to be continued during the day as often as possible. The shorter applications consist of repeating the idea slowly as you survey either your inner or outer world. It does not matter which you choose. The idea for today should be applied immediately to any situation which may distress you. Apply the idea by telling yourself, I have invented this situation as I see it. Right, so you're getting the idea that you're an inventor. I've invented the world I see. I look around, I've invented the world I see. And then inside, I've invented the world I see. The inner and the outer are the same. And once you realize that the world you experience is not projected onto you, but projected by you, which is a Nisargadatta quote that I've stolen, your fear will come to an end because you will realize that you are the manifester of your life, of your experience on earth. And the creative power of your mind is being used to manifest illusions, to project illusions out onto a blank universe, out onto a blank nothing, actually. And one of the things I like about this course where he says that there is no world is the central lesson that this course comes to teach. Right? He means that in its entirety. And when you see the world vanish, and when you experience reality, you will understand that there is no world means not just that there is no world as I've invented it, i.e. the meanings that I've given everything, which are my own imagination, my own making up, but also the world in its entirety. And in the text of A Course in Miracles, it goes on to tell you that the world you see was made for you as a platform for you to be able to undergo the transition that you're undergoing now, where you are learning to make a choice, an irrevocable choice for your greater good, and therefore the greater good of the universe. So, all right, that's pretty cool. And see the clouds disappearing in the background like that? Oh, there we go. I don't know if it's showing up on the film, but in my version here, when I move, the light sensor, I guess, is blocking out the clouds in the background. It just vanishes, just like that. It's pretty cool. All right, I love you. Take it easy. And all those people who requested books, I went to the post office yesterday and mailed them all out. And if I send you an extra bunch of little books, please just hand them out as you get guided to do so. All cool. Thank you. See you tomorrow for lesson 33.